Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I can't believe it is October 1st and it is time for us to start working in our October Halloween journals. If you don't like Halloween, you can definitely create an autumn journal to work in throughout the month of October. I did not create prompts per se. There are some other really good channels who create prompts. One of those is Pink Odd Bird. April always has wonderful prompts for Halloween. I did put a few ideas on my community page for working in a fall or Halloween junk journal. So for October 1st, this journal, I already had it made and ready to go. And this journal is about the very scary patient who calls herself Dolly. I made a journal called Dolly a couple of years back, and I've always wanted to make another one. So we're going to start this journey with Dolly and find out what has happened with her. And I sold the last journal, so I'm going to definitely be keeping this one. One of the first things I want to do is to try and grunge up these safety pins a little bit. I don't have any rusty safety pins on hand right now. I've used all of them, but if alcohol ink tends to do a pretty decent job at staining things. So let's just put some alcohol ink on these safety pins. I know my hands are going to be a mess by the time I'm done with this journal. I'm going to have alcohol ink and red paint, but that's okay. Maybe it'll add to the creepiness. It'll up the creepy factor. So I've already decided a couple of things that I want to do. We need to add her name to the front, and then we need to stamp patient file. So let me grab some paper for that. Okay, let's see here. I think we want to make it look like it's just ripped around the edges. And I've already put some of my interlocking letter stamps together so that we have Dolly's name ready to go all throughout the month of October. And let's get some ink on here and stamp Dolly. And it would be really nice to sew that, but I don't think, well, I don't want to do that because it's going to interfere with this pocket. If I do that, I could, oh, and I love that we just kind of smudged the ink. I could sew around it and then glue it in place. We could also, yeah, I think I'm going to do that real quickly. Okay, so we've got this. Let's go ahead and glue Dolly's name on the front. She's extremely dangerous, and she's back in a whole new way. I'm going to link the video to the old Dolly journal. Dolly had come into the psychiatric ward. Very dangerous. She thinks she's a doll. She had scissors. She was carrying a little doll that she had scratched its eyes up. And anyway, now with this journal, Dolly has escaped from the psychiatric ward. And she is very angry with the psychiatrist who had her committed. So she is out to get her psychiatrist. And that is what this Halloween journal is. She has found out where the psychiatrist lives, and Dolly is out to terrorize anyone who gets in her way. So Dolly is on the loose. Very scary Dolly. She's out there. Let's put a big smudge here. And I have this red ink, and it's very red. Maybe we can make like a, some stains. It sort of looks like blood stains. Could probably splatter some. I don't know if I want to get it all in this brush. There, that's good. Okay, so we're getting our cover done. I also want something though that looks a little more official, that says patient file. Of course, this little tag here is meant to put thread on. Let's scrunch it up really good and we will use that. You know, there's something creepy too about sewing needles and black thread and all of that sort of thing. And you know what? Let's bring these two pieces of paper over so we don't mess up our fabric, and then we're going to end up with some grungy paper that we can use in the journal as we're going along. That's pretty good. Let me dry that a little bit. Okay, so we have this dry. Let's use a Sharpie or yeah, this is a Sharpie pen on this and write patient file. Ooh, I have a red one. That should fit. Let's see if we can put this grommet in. Okay, for now, let's see if these are, yeah, those are dry enough. That's grunged up a little bit for now. Let's just put these beads on here for now. I like the green beads, but we may replace that with something a little creepier. So that part is done. And where do we want to have, I think it would be fine to add, this is some heavy quilting thread. So let's go ahead and add our patient file tag up here near the top. Okay, so we have the patient file tag, and with this, so Dolly has managed to get into her file and she has put this nail right through her heart. And the first thing I need to do is distress this tag a little bit, or a lot. And let's get on top of our paper here. I do want to end up with some grungy paper I can work with. I thought I had some just sitting around, but who knows? It's always good to have more though. It's not going to hurt us to have extra grunged up paper when this project is done. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so we have this card here, Dolly's note here to her psychiatrist. Let's make it really messy. I trusted you, but you betrayed me. Okay, so let's put this in right back here in this front pocket. We may be adding more to this pocket over time. And then what's going to be so exciting is at the end of October to go through this entire journal complete and be able to just tell the whole story of Dolly. I'm going to stop for now. This is where we are. I will be back tomorrow, Lord willing, because nobody knows what the next day will bring, to show you what I'm doing next with this journal. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.